Socks in my slice. You know my feet are never frozen. My toes are toasty with my socks in my slice. It's my style, everybody thinks it's whack, man. Socks and slides since I was running college track, man. But everyone who knows me, knows I'd rather die than feel a toe breeze. Yo, please, I'll be rolling in a whip, man, or chilling by the pool. Take a sip, fam, and it doesn't matter where I sit, man. My toes are always toasty. Lit, fam. Do some free weights in the gym, man. While you lacing up, I'm on the bench already facing up. But my undersole is steady, no slip, fam. While you falling like Alicia Keys, you a trip, man. Get your act right, better shine a light on your facts. That's a backlight, and I rap right with that type of swag that'll smack life into cadavers, even crash type dummies. You know my feet are never frozen. My toes are toasty with my socks in my slides. You know my feet are never frozen. My toes are toasty with my socks in my slides. I got my flash socks on, feeling kinda rad. I'm strolling around Whole Foods looking like a dad. Yeah, I'm on my grind, you know what it's gotta mean. Cold brew next week, picking up my coffee beans. Looking out they side, they eyes, they gotta learn though. I'm basically 50, disco inferno. What's that mean? Also, if you worry about me, Yoko, you can stop before you say, oh no. Before your boy swings back, yo. If you get my viewpoints, go pro. You clean like the rain in Africa, Toto. Black Star gonna be so pro. My tips are always free, pro bono. Translate for your boy Chico. Long story short, this footwear, my cheat code. You know my feet are never frozen. My toes are toasty with my socks and my slides. You know my feet are never frozen. My toes are toasty with my socks and my slides. Socks and slides, just one hop, now I got the glide. Socks and slides, just one hop, now I got the glide. Socks and slides, hop, glide. Socks and slides, hop, glide.
Ah, London. What a town. History around every corner, and a tourist photographing it. Pubs serving up a pint and a smile. All that music, theatre and art, and multiculturalism. And the world's oldest underground, the Tube. The class of cities, really. Top shelf stuff. Only took 12,000 years to build it up, and one night to tear it all down.
What's our status?
Perimeter security's down, but plenty of your flying friends about.
Fucking hell.
Dalton, no time to waste.
Yes, ma'am. I'm in. Any idea what we're up against, Bagley?
If you haven't brushed off, I might. Ever consider leaving these security threats to the authorities?
That's rich, Bagley. The government would sooner arrest us for trying to help than actually do something useful.
Let us sort this one on our own.
Carefully, Dalton.
Bagley, are you detecting a little worry in Sabine's voice?
Brilliant. Asking the computer about feelings. This explains so much.
Shut it, you two, and get to work.
There she is.
Hello. Hello.
Perimeter security's back up. South entrance is secure.
That hurt you more than it hurt me.
Do us a favor and keep it quiet, Dalton.
If they don't shoot me, I won't shoot them. How's that?
Copy that. Tick-tock.
They've got loads of dead set gear down here. Now why do you suppose that is?
What? How did they get their hands on it?
I don't know. But someone wants to make it look like DedSec was here.
Shit. You need to proceed with extreme caution, Dalton.
Who are these men in black anyway?
Nothing identifying. I suspect that's by design.
Oh, fuck me. The entire place is rigged to blow.
Jesus, those canisters. Bagley, is that...
RDX nitrogen. Enough to level Parliament.
Can you locate a detonator, Bagley?
Not exactly, but there's a device streaming a fuckload of encrypted data from the floor above you.
Yeah, that fits the bill. On my way.
Bagley, is that not the detonator?
No, but it's a transmitter sending a signal to a device on the floor above us. Safe to assume that would be the detonator we're looking for.
Surrender. Wait.
permanently encrypted. No identifying information.
Ghosts in this system. They've staged DedSec propaganda all around the bombs. These pricks are going to blow up Parliament and hang it on us.
Not if you get to that detonator first.
It's fitting for a haunted house to have art that's beautifully tragic. If Scooby-Doo and crew rolled through my mind, they find themselves enthralled by the magic. Long before they ever saw the ghoul behind the facade, working my heartstrings and brain synapses at the same synchronized, methodical, odd pace. Hoping to get it, bring it all back and see if that was tragedy. Past is my majesty, if it still matters to be in the presence of clouds of perfume that can make up the essence of tears, fears, trust, and lust. Pierce, tears, dust, and fluff. Fill in the gaps of my story as I heard it. Pat all the parts that aren't perfect. To blur the worst and cover the worthless. To blot out the parts that I once found disturbing. Convince me the past is uncomforting. Heaven resign my own mind to be forcibly sentenced to wallow inside of the trap of resentment and drag all my effort away from the prison.
Right in the House of Commons. Whoever these men in black are, they've got brass bollocks to set up in the centre of government.
I think there's a value in appreciation without longing, fondly recalling what you did last summer without needing to check your Instagram. You each played a role, a painting in a gallery, a crucial thread in the tapestry. Sometimes we part ways with the silence of the last few grains of sand passing through an hour.
I found the detonator. And it's definitely live. Bagley, I'm gonna need some help with this.
Yes, you are, but sadly I'm locked out.
We don't have a chance without Bagley.
Wait, I might know a workaround. We trained in manual overrides at MI5.
You're full of surprises. Be quick about it.
All right, Bagley, do your thing.
I'm in. And the bombs have just armed themselves. Well, that may complicate matters.
Fuck's sake. Can you defuse them or not?
Of course I can, but I might also trip another failsafe and vaporize you, so fair warning.
Expect this to draw some attention your way, Dalton.
Oh, I'm counting on it.
Company at our back door.
Dalton, we've got some heat here at HQ.
How long's this gonna take, Bagley?
Depends how often you interrupt me with questions.
All right, everyone. Faces on, guns out. It's about to get real.
They're on me. I'll try and hold them off.
Bagley, update.
Let's just say I'm both impressed and annoyed by how sophisticated it...
Bagley, tell me you're close.
I'm through security, now wading through terabytes of decoy code looking for the detonation sequence. Problem, Dalton. I need your physical appendages now.
What's wrong?
There are 3 slots on the left. One of them is the receiver. You need to pull the controller wire.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No, I'm fucking not. Pull the wire.
This gets me blown up.
bombs defused. See? That wasn't so bad, was it?
Bagley, you bastard. You nearly gave me a bloody heart attack then. Whoa, what the fuck am I looking at?
It appears Parliament is not the only target. More bombs are going live as we speak.
On screen, Bagley.
Now we need to get the word out. Those sites need to be evacuated.
They're spread out all over London. There isn't any time.
But my sister's at the town conference. We have to do something.
I picked up a transmitter on the roof that is sending out a signal to the other bomb sites. If you can reach it...
I can shut it all down. Sabine!
Fuck! Dalton, we're breached! Go! The roof!
Sabine, what's going on?
We're being raided. It's a bloodbath. Her protocol is to wipe everything, including Bagley.
I need him for the transmitter.
I know, but if they get him, they get everything. Names, ops, locations.
Okay, I'll do it the old-fashioned way. Wipe him.
Yes, wipe me.
Do it, Sabine, and get the hell out of there.
Fuck. Okay, Bagley's down. You're on your own. Dalton, if this goes...
It won't. I'll see you at the rally point. I promise.
Good luck.
Well done, Dalton Wolf. I'm impressed.
Fuck are you?
Oh, you still think you're here to save London? I'm afraid that's not going to happen. You're here to help us with some important work.
Important work? Killing thousands of...
Exactly. To save the world. You do know Londoners have died before, The plague, the Great Fire, the Blitz. It's not much fun. But destruction is always the cure. And it begins today. 0 day. It's time for a hard reset.
Oh my God.
Harassing texts, impersonating people, sharing private information, photoshopping pictures to cause humiliation, cracking someone's password or hacking their account, stealing people's credit cards and charging large amounts.
devastated 3 sites in London. Authorities are asking residents to remain in their homes as the situation continues to develop. We have received no official casualty totals.
Gathered for a series of candlelight vigils that brought closure to thousands of families and indeed to an entire city. London is now
Downing Street, when Nigel Cass, CEO of private military company Albion, received a mandate to secure London. Cass has vowed to hunt down DedSec terrorism. Albion uses cutting-edge artificial intelligence systems and autonomous drones to capture the remaining members of DedSec. Start warning.
posting record profits due to increased efficiencies in production and distribution, enabled by the use of technologies initially developed and approved for security purposes.
As crime numbers take a dive, illegal gambling, drug trafficking and prostitution all down following prosecutions of the leaders of 4 of London's 5 largest criminal syndicates. The streets of Camden.
As Albion's mandate is extended indefinitely by the government, life finally begins to return to normal. Curfews and travel restrictions have been lifted in all boroughs.
Reports of rioting in Trafalgar Square have been greatly exaggerated, possibly by foreign meddlers pushing a false narrative through social media. Albion is in complete control of
public about the circulation of fake news, conspiracy theories persisting in dark corners of the internet that terrorist group DedSec were framed for the bombings have been roundly rejected. Our own reporters could not find a single Londoner willing to expound those theories on camera. The facts.
And her friend count was 0.
Back in 2004, there was a really mean blog written by girls who hated Katie's songs. 10 years later, they couldn't get tickets. Her show at the Garden sold out in 2 minutes.
Sam was from LA, trolling every day, telling girls on Instagram that they should watch their weight. Drinking Mountain Dew as he crafted every post till he gained 1,000 pounds and couldn't leave his home.
When we hear the word troll, we think mean and unstable.
Not cute plastic dolls.
I need to assemble a team, but I can't reboot DedSec alone. Let me break into London CTOS and see who's available.
I'm Claire Waters, and we've been discussing the hacktivist, now alleged terrorist group, DedSec, on this week's Buccaneer Radio. I have Colin calling in. Colin, what's your take?
Now, I've been saying from the start we should have rounded up DedSec and thrown them in jail. Now, I'll say they should all be lined up and shot.
You don't find it awfully convenient that they've been fingered as the attackers, but we've seen no proof?
Look at Tone! Look at our city! What more proof do you need?
Well, Colin, I'd say you have to look at their history of non-violent action. Albion's put more civilians in the hospital in the past few months than DedSec ever has. I smell a scapegoat. Now I have Emily calling in. Emily, what's your take?
You're absolutely right, Claire. The government's just framing DedSec because they want to make it seem like they have this under control. They probably have no clue who was behind the bombings. But that doesn't look good on the news, does it? DedSec's been a thorn in their side. Who better to pin it on?
Angie, I have you next. What do you make of all this?
I think, if anything, DedSec showed their true colours. It's terrifying to think we harboured such a dangerous element for years. Terrorists in our own backyard.
Do you find DedSec more frightening than the different gangs in London, like Clan Kelly?
Clan Kelly might set your shop on fire and maybe they'd kill you, but even they wouldn't try to blow up all of Parliament.
Next, I have Crypto King. Do you feel safer using a pseudonym?
Everyone should. Why make it easier for them to track you? And now we've seen what they're capable of and how far they're willing to go.
Situation is worse than I thought. But there's a candidate. Looks like you're DedSec's best hope.
But of course you can disregard and don't at me if it gets too hard.
When it's my time to drink, man, it's always on hand. Drink from a cup or a bottle, even a can. You never know when you're craving a hit. It could be in the bathroom while you're taking a when that coffee hits my lips, it's a seance. Feeling real super with the cape on. Anything I'll take on. This cup of coffee, yeah, boy, this is the shit. Just wake me up, just wake me up, don't let me down. Just give me coffee. Just wake me up, just wake me up, just wake me, just wake me, just wake me, just wake me up, just wake me up, don't let me down. Give me coffee. Just wake me up, just wake me up, just wake me, just wake me, just wake me. Horses cold brew. Third verse, so I guess it's where I talk about how we might be addicted in a roundabout kind of way, or how you say a dependency that's in my life, and I'm proud to say it's filling me with way more energy than I'll ever need, keeping me up for things I thought I'd never see. Time's gonna kill us all one day, whether old age illness or from listening to Coldplay. F that noise, bubble love, love. Drink all the coffee, chug a lug, lug. The day doesn't start till you're on your second cup. If they talk before then, homies better duck. It's 100% okay to start swinging in every single combo, unless you see I'm bringing a cup of Joe. Tell him bring some over. Your bro who made that coffee song. I'll tell him go home. Just wake me up, just wake me up, don't let me down. Just give me coffee. Just wake me up, just wake me up, just wake me, just wake me, just wake me. Horses cold brew. Just wake me up, just wake me up, don't let me down. Give me coffee. Just wake me up, just wake me up, just wake me, just wake me, just wake me. Horses cold brew.
Glad to see you're alive. If you're still committed to the cause, DedSec needs you. I'll send you the coordinates to our last safe house. Meet me there.
Fine.
I've downloaded a patch to your optics so you can access our security system. It's set up so that I can't just let someone who isn't DedSec in. You'll have to do the manual override.
I'm not thrilled about getting my hands dirty, but I suppose one does what one must.
Dat boy. I miss you, bro. No. Used to be my homie. Doesn't come around these days. I feel kind of lonely. Was it something that I said? I don't get it. He spends his nights unfortunate and his mornings up for granted. Can't take it personal when he's on the go. Unicycle vertical, rolling out the dough. Still got the photo on my fridge from graduation.
One of Sabine's, are you? I'll see you downstairs later then.
In for a penny.
You looked up to me back when we were tadpoles, but now you won't return my calls. I'm getting kind of sad, bro. You left the lily pad, I know you had to go, but it hurt you never visit and it hurt you never wrote. There go that boy. I hope you know your friends and family love you. It's time that you came home. There go that boy. You're always on the go. The lily pad is waiting. Bring that unicycle home. There go that boy. I hope you know.
A dank, pitch-black cellar. Just what I was hoping for.
Always on the go. The lily pad is waiting. Bring that unicycle home.
Look, I was just a tadpole, chilling in the lily pad. I was living really fast, and I had to go and double up the cash flow. Traded up the unicycle for a Lambo. Now I'm riding with the same. I turn into a giant on the scene.
No DedSec registration detected. Identify yourself, or I'll seal the exits, hack your optic, and read you every drunken email you ever wrote until you starve.
I'm with Sabine. Who the hell are you, and why do you sound like a mobile phone?
Sabine's alive? Well, that's one piece of good news. I'm Bagley, DedSec's definitely not stolen, highly advanced AI assistant, and it seems I've been out of commission for a few months. Anyway, why don't you go connect me to the DedSec network so I can become more powerful than you could possibly imagine? I mean, catch up on what I missed.
The lily pad is waiting. Bring that unicycle home. There go that boy. I hope you know your friends and family love you. It's time that you came home. There go that boy. Always on the go. The lily pad is waiting. Bring that unicycle home. Guess you resented me when I got famous, blowing up on Tumblr.
Hello and welcome back to The Upload. In this episode, we're talking about CTOS 3.0, the city operating system that's now powering all of the...
Sitting by the pond, you wouldn't even look my way. Just know that Peppy's here for you, that love will never change.
You used to be the biggest on the scene, and I was jealous you were living up the dream. Pops never did enough for me, cause he got a little buzz just for sipping on his
that's
tea.
it. I'm reconnected to the network, downloading our database, news archives, and oh no. Terrorist group DedSec responsible for deadly bombings in London. Dalton Wolf dead? I leave you people alone for a second and you immediately cock it all up.
So, Bagley, if not DedSec, then who was behind the bombings?
There's a gap in my memory after Dalton. Well, let's be honest, after I disarmed the bomb at Parliament. I'm missing information about what happened after I was taken offline. But from what I can infer, an unknown hacker group identified only as Zero Day was involved. I believe this Zero... Day staged the attacks and framed DedSec for their dirty work. Come to my terminal. Sabine is requesting a video call.
Coming up today on The Upload, we're talking about Sky Larson, the enigmatic founder of...
These orange kid gloves, Mr. Valiant.
Patching in Sabine Brandt now. I suggest you listen very closely to anything she has to say.
There you are. I'm glad you made it. Bagley. God, it's good to hear your demented little voice. Is your memory intact?
Not even slightly. The last record I have is of our HQ being raided. My only lead is a group known as Zero Day. Ring any bells?
No. But the HQ was attacked by some men in black, the same that were at Parliament. Maybe working together. We didn't stand a chance. They just gunned everyone down.
My God. How'd you survive?
I managed to escape through the sewers to Camden. A contact smuggled me out of the city, and I've been hiding out in the north since.
Prudent. Your profile is red flagged as a high-priority target in the city's surveillance system. Even a partial recognition hit would have you hunted down and shot on sight.
There aren't many DedSec fans in London these days. Look, I want to help, I do, but joining up with you now verges on suicidal.
Listen, if anyone knows anything about risks, it's me. I lost everything and everyone. But it comes down to this. London is in a death spiral. And if DedSec can't pull it out, trust me, no one can. The city needs a resistance. And it starts with you. What do you say?
Fine, but you owe me.
Excellent. New user registered. Welcome to DedSec. Now, it would be irresponsible of us to release you naked and mewling into the wild. You'll find equipment around the safe house that are essential items in your DedSec kit.
I won't believe it, I can't believe it, I shan't believe it, no way. This Roger Rabbit don't play. Doing donuts all day. With Eddie Value, we all about it. You best get out of our way. You know we're putting in work. These fools about to get murked. With that acetone and that turpentine and that benzene going berserk. Roger Rabbit, Roger Rabbit. Box office smash like a Roger Rabbit. Yeah. 3 dope shorts like a Roger Rabbit. 1 buck 2 like a Roger Rabbit. I'll put this rabbit in the dip. When I dip, you dip, we dip. Let's put these tunes up in the dip. When you dip, I dip, we dip. I'll put the shoe up in the dip. When I dip, you dip, we dip. When I'm mobbing with the weasels, we can dip Toontown into our ground. This rabbit in the dip. When I dip, you dip, we dip. Let's put these tunes up in the dip. When you dip, I dip, we dip. I'll put this shoe up in the dip. When I dip, you dip, we dip. When I'm mobbing with the weasels, we can dip Toontown into the ground. Soon where Toontown once stood will be a string of fast food restaurants with Bible verses confusingly printed on cheeseburger wrappers and soda cups. Guitar retailers with wonderful, overpriced prosumer gear. As far as the eye can see, my God, it'll be beautiful. Check out the Squire strap I got for $20. What a bargain. When I dip, you dip, we dip. Let's put these tunes up in the dip. When you dip, I dip, we dip. I'll put the shoe up in the dip. When I dip, you dip, we dip. When I'm mobbing with the weasels, we can dip Toontown into our ground. This rabbit in the dip. When I dip, you dip, we dip. Let's put these tunes up in the dip. When you dip, I dip, we dip. I'll put this shoe up in the dip. When I dip, you dip, we dip. When I'm mobbing with the weasels, we can dip Toontown into the ground. Marathon rotten, Marathon rotten, Marathon rotten has very bad morals. Marathon rotten, Marathon rotten, Marathon rotten has very bad morals. Marathon rotten, Marathon rotten, Marathon rotten has very bad morals. Marathon rotten, Marathon rotten, Marathon rotten has very bad morals.
Hello?
Hey, Dad, how are you?
Hey, buddy, how you doing, mate?
Good, we're just finishing up the record. I'm in Berkeley right now.
Oh, that's cool. How's the record going?
It is good. I'm really happy with it. And, you know, I've been listening to a lot of E40 to get in the zone. What did you think of his new album?
Oh, E40, he's awesome. He really represents Bay Area indie rap, you know. He's been around for a while, and he started small, you know, with his East Bay roots, and then he's grown the whole Bay Area, nationwide, and, you know, he's one of the best in the game, buddy.
We have a sophisticated system for hiding your identity from facial recognition tech. It's called a mask. And while we're here, perhaps we can talk about updating your wardrobe. I mean, look at you. Come
Hey, do you
on.
sometimes kind of wish I'd gone to law school?
You've got all these fancy new toys, but it's also important to know the basics. You need to learn how to throw a punch and how to take one. Albion will escalate if you come at them with a gun and shoot you down. We want to avoid collateral damage. In DedSec, we try to use guns only as a last resort.
Have you already met Connie Robinson? She owns the pub and is an old DedSec contact, not to mention a champion amateur boxer. Code.
Let's start with some basic strikes. Hit me. Don't be shy. You want to get in under my block. Find the weak point. You're getting it. Couldn't have done that better myself. Quick on your feet now. You want to create distance. You're getting it. That's it.
Right, gear in order? Know enough not to punch yourself in the face or get shot for pulling out a gun too early? Brilliant! I'm working out how...
Hello and welcome to today's episode of
Find Zero Day and ruin their day, but I need someone with actual legs to do the legwork. Hope you're ready.
We have some damage control to do if we want to change the perception that we're a bunch of violent thugs. I'll let you be the judge of how best to handle yourself, but remember, you represent DedSec now.
All right, Sabine, what's our plan?
Make no mistake, London is under occupation. Armed mercenaries patrol our streets, allegedly to keep people safe, but really they're keeping the people scared.
And all our cowering just makes us easier to step on. Albion needs this terror. It's how they consolidate their power.
So, we have to ignite the will to resist in the people of London by showing them that Albion aren't the solution. They're the problem.
For that, we'll need information. I'm pushing 2 sets of coordinates to your optic.
Cheers, Bagley. I've identified 2 opportunities. 1, we're going to disrupt some Albion propaganda. Remind the people it's not Albion's way or the highway. 2, we need intel about Albion operations if we want to throw a spanner in their plans. You game?
How could I say no to you?
Brilliant. Let's get the people of London on board.
Grace. She wanted it. She took it.
Grace. Oh my god. One word. Amazing.
If you want a favor, ask Grace.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Grace under pressure. Grace from God.
I didn't know what to expect, but I liked it a lot. It's amazing. Really.
See the show they're calling Amazing. Grace. Playing at the Pavilion now.
Control, I've lost sight of the target. Over.
All units, disengage. Suspect has disappeared.
Well, I heard this dude named Schrodinger put cats inside a box. Someone please call PETA. That's quite unorthodox. Is the Heisenberg uncertainty principle all in effect? Zombie cats both alive and dead. Well, what did you expect? When deciphering the binary, the waveform goes away. If you measure probability of specific quantum states, you can't know a priori how an atom might behave. Yet through this observation, the universe is changed. What? I've never seen a cat like that. Schrodinger, I'm sorry, but you might get slapped. Well, you won't get slapped at the very same time. Why can't you make up your mind? Micro to macro, classical to quantum. Superpositions? I think we have a problem. When we check on the cat, is he alive or dead? You say both.
Albion have established an operational base in the Royal Court of Justice.
First they take over the justice system, then they move in. So much for rule of law.
Exactly. But it likely means there's information here about how Albion are targeting dissenters, the who and the why. We need that data if we're going to disrupt their operation.
A future state like being asleep while at a chain smoker show. Wait, that happens constantly. Hold on, the possibilities are ample. Let me think about it, I can find a new example. Shaggy asked how magnets work. Unpaired electrons, don't feel like a jerk. 7 million records sold, that's a lot, ICP. While juggalos are criticized for lacking PhDs. And how can Twisted keep dissing Violent J when he hooked them up? That's not okay. On FagoLovers.net, I press refresh. A Hot 97, just getting upset. He's like, Tech 9's a boy, but we paved the way. Bloody Rose got dropped, I don't know what to say. And by the way, I saw Twisted at Webster Hall. A fight broke out, and the lights went on. You can't Dan Hatchet Men, Jamie and Paul. Why'd you have 7 openers that night after all? So what is a juggalo? I don't know. I left with a really sad feeling that show. Coming home, my girlfriend called me on the phone. She said packages were stolen from the lobby. I'm like, yo, we called the cops and described the box. 1 minute it was there, then 1 minute it was not. I'm like, oh my god, it's like Schrodinger's cat. The cops like, what? I'm like, imagine that. Okay, maybe I think I might be getting off track. In a song about quantum physics and cats. My point is that a deterministic vision might limit your view and be a prison. While the probability that this verse is too long is 100%, so let's finish the song. I've never seen a cat like that. Schrodinger, I'm sorry, but you might get slapped. Well, you won't get slapped at the very same time. Why can't you make up your mind? Micro to macro, classical to quantum. Superpositions, I think we have a problem. When we check on the cat, is he alive or dead? You say both, but now you're messing with my head. I've never seen a cat like that. Schrodinger, I'm sorry, but you might get slapped. Well, you won't get slapped at the very same time. Why can't you make up your mind? Micro to macro, classical to quantum. Superpositions, I think we have a problem. When we check on the cat, is he alive or dead? You say both, but now you're messing with my head. This recital. I think it's very vital to use the Force for good, of course. A Skywalker, that's my title. Here we go. If I were a Jedi, I could out-rap Buster Rhymes. Going in like Qui-Gon Jinn for the win, I could flow in quadruple time. And at the Canadian border, every time I went on tour, I'd be like, this is not the undeclared Nipsey Lars verse that you're looking for. I could levitate like Yoda, out of eradicate Ebola. I could pick up girls literally, even master the viola. I could read all of War and Peace in 10 minutes, entirely in Russian just to say that I did it. I could even catch a golden snitch playing Quidditch.
Wait, wrong movie, innit?
Pod racing up the 101, surpassing Golden Gate traffic. R2 on the roof of my Prius, dude. I could FaceTime holographic. I'd play for the A's and we'd win every game. Resurrect Mac Dre, do it all for the Bay. They'd all say, hey, Lars is Nito, and always let me cut the line of El Theralito. 2 years ago, a friend of mine asked me to say some Jedi rhyme. So I said this rhyme I'm about to say. I fought the Sith, then it went this way.
If I were a Jedi, bet I'd get all the ladies. I would back it more than Dumbledore or Leo Atreides. If you try to strike me down, I'll just be more powerful. If I were a Jedi, that would be hella awesome. Singing do or do not, there is no try. Do or do not, there is no try.
Let's find them, straight away.
Do not, there is no try.
Don't see anyone. I'll go to left.
You will fail every time.
It's a trap.
Wait, what was that noise?
It's a trap. Hey.
All good. I'll try somewhere else.
Hey. 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 It's a trap.
Nothing here. Redirecting. Nobody's here. Searching elsewhere.
Trail's gone cold. Let's regroup.
I don't need this shit. Can't be fucking me.
Immature. Nasty.
Bagley, what do we have?
a list of what Albion consider high-value targets that are threats to the peaceful running of London. See here, a journalist, and this one runs a community shelter. Good God, bar your doors.
What the hell?
All suspected of sowing rebellion or exhibiting tendencies towards... Albion is systematically arresting people even before they rise up. Joke's on them. This list can actually help us find like-minded allies willing to help us. Well done. Now, let's disrupt some of Albion's propaganda and give some hope to the people.
Still looking. No sense resisting. I'm here now. Where's our target? Where did you get to?
I want the target now. Drone, perform a search.
Others took small pieces, but you got the whole damn rest of me. Blessed to be where I am, just admiring my destiny. Embrace the partial death of me. Look, sit with me, express the peace. Your hair, stare, style, flare, no why don't get me started on why I love you so much. Your mind, kindness, insight. Here, moving on. To heal or cut. Your jokes and cuddle close must be the
I think they're pissed off. Thank God.
words to paint it. I hope I've illustrated even in the smallest bit how much I love you, and when I say it, babe, I mean it. I really mean it, not just when it's convenient. With you, I've got an LQ, genius, my Venus, my queen, yes, visions of the cynic. You're all I need.
I wonder what this is.
You seem to be the only one worthy of a final test. Remove as many of the bells as you can. One sound and you fail. Go.
Now the way I be rockin', don't think you got ready. I hug the beat like beat my bring it hard. Rock steady underneath the sewers in a New York City. Form a street team with the Blue Committee. Ain't blue, but they green and mean. Ninjas, turtles, and pizza machines. Leonardo, Warrior, Honor, there ain't no cheap shots. Keep looking. This dude, he got no weak spots. Shortstop, play it all, leaving the catcher. 1 through third base, he the boss, Dylan Hatcher. Dylan, my homie, and keep you on guard. I'll spit some shots like Splinter while I'm spitting these nerdy bars. When I get in story mode, you know I'm kinda mellow. But I keep it nerdcore, cause I'm a genius Donatello. You listen to One Up, and you said he's just a stupid lame. Didn't understand, cause you're a crane, just a stupid brain.
The demands of being a DedSec operative are all consuming, so taking app gigs is a good way to make some extra quid that works around your new schedule. Lots of people will pay well to have their sensitive packages handled with care, and some will even pay you for deliveries. Ha ha!
And you know what it is, trip pizza time. You realize eventually come around, that's redundant. Just go and yell the victory cry, cowabunga.
Oh, you want that old chorus? Guess what? Feelings don't care what you want. The Sergeant so fly, they call him Gold. Right, King, so now selection. This is suicide, you got screw loose. Ain't no time to know, yeah, back to turn suit. You got to get your ass paid. Just make me so bang, bang, rock to the stage. Cause I'll be rocking, shoot, with shout, and crack. Speak the one that makes sense, Leo, lead a blast. Right now, why you tryna be the man of the hour? Take to the things that will last you forever. Don't get away from me. You never tell me when the biz so much more than big size for shady. Your face ain't fit for my bills. I can come to you, so I know that I can come to you. Then wait night. And the good news, I have people reported. I destroy these who they grunts. I hope you guys recorded. I'm behind a mask of dreams. You can't face me. They can tell I don't really give a hockey buck, Casey.
Those Albion pricks putting their ugly stamp on everything. It makes me sick just looking at it.
There's going to be that much less once you're done here. Let's give Camden a break from these eyesores.
On it.
Never reappear. The world ain't what it seems. You ain't never seen the world's most fearsome fighting team. Oh God. When you're a little bit older, you realize the meaning of being used as a foot soldier. Just don't
If you hijack that scissor lift, you could use it to access the rooftop.
Understood, Control. Awaiting further instructions. Over.
Control, I've lost the target.
Need ooze to give him a bruise. Renaissance artist and ass kicking. Don't get included in my muse. Let who have a temper that's worse than Raphael. They say I should keep it inside, but what the shell? Spark my name, ring bells like Lord Noranaka. Take it back, ring bells like Hector Salamanca. Breaking bad, born to be the city's heroes. More cutting edge than what's wielded by Leo. Lifestyles like mouses, got nothing in stock, man. Think the bats to fly? Get the smarter fam. We'll take them lightly, but that's an easy win to me. Just who said it best, never lower your eyes to enemies.
Search has yielded no results. Report back to HQ.
Closest thing to perfect, 9.95. It's only if I touch meats, treat it like pizza, eat it, so you shred the mic, so yeah.
The world ain't what it seems. You ain't never seen the world's most fearsome fighting team. When you're a little bit older, you realize the meaning of being useless as a foot soldier. Yo, my lines are happy sauce, beats around, and you know what it is, trip pizza time. You realize eventually come around, that's rotunda. Just go and yell the victory cry, cowabunga.
The use of the outlook your tracking or CTOS activity is in the
Yes, nicely done. That'll get people's attention. Let them know someone is standing up to Albion. Light the spark that they can stand up to.
If nothing else, it'll relieve their eye strain.
What now?
We're already seeing results from what you've done. That list we found named a journalist in Camden who's been investigating Albion. We reached out and he's got information that can help us. I think you should meet with him.
Forward me the coordinates.
What's all this?
Yeah, I'm on better than I've ever been. Yeah, I heard your crap bars, and it made me laugh like Benidorm. Over and under, bang with the bars, then bang with the thunder. Light skin princess, back up the bumper. Yeah, it's all mad in the gun, yeah, trust me. Put some respect on my name, you better check what you say. I wanna talk for a sec, cause I got plenty to say. I got plenty of people around me, I don't trust in my head. When was the last time I smiled, cause it's been in like ages. Until the music will break me down, until the music will wait.
Over there.
Been a long time coming. So let's get it. Hey, so I've been out here for a minute, got me grown now. Always moving around, feel like a stranger in my hometown. You ain't really about it unless you really been around it. I've been looking for my moment, now I think I finally found it. Oh yeah. Well, things ain't go according to plan, so now I show the world I've been trying to hide. Won't act like I ain't scared to leave, but this right here's my therapy. I went through the dark and now that I just changed the way I see it. All I have to do is start believing. I made mistakes and never I took a break, but now I'm never leaving. Yeah, I feel like something woke inside. Heartbeat working overtime. Everything was motorized, but now I'm up and more alive. So let my family know I'm fine and it's a new day. Cause there's a whole lot I gotta say. So I'ma tell the world that I'm on the way. I promise. When we're back, we gon' celebrate. Yeah, yeah, baby, save the day. So raise your glass to them better days. Cause they're coming. I know I'm gone and it's getting late, but I'll be there, baby, save the day. Cooped up, I ain't left my place in a few months. Going back to basics like a crew cut. Feeling used up, but now I'm real done. Grinding till I make a few bucks. Somebody do some, ayy. Yeah, I've been depressed, yeah, I've been a mess, but I guess you gotta hit your worst and make it to your best. And I still have my rainy days, I doubt those ever fade away. But I've been seeing color instead of all those other shades of gray, and I just had to find myself. I know life is great and I just needed to remind myself. Yeah, I remember that a flower don't stay in bloom all year long. So one bad day don't make it all go wrong. Opportunity knocks while I just hold the door.
Surrender!
I gotta focus more, and I can finally see that vision I've been going for. Angels singing praises to these vocal cords. They wanted me to tell the world that I'm on the way. When we're back, we can celebrate. So raise your glass to them better days. Cause they're coming. I know I'm gone and it's getting late, but I'll be there, baby, save the day. This my soul in a vessel, through this whole instrumental. Every doll from the pencil, I'm a voice, not an echo. Yeah, this my wants and my fire, this my constant desire. This the sound of overcoming all those doubts in my mind. And it'll be worth it, it won't be perfect, but I'll have plaques and I'll have purpose. I'll have love and I'll have family, I'll have friends that understand me. I'll have a wife and the kids and a life with a rent, even though life getting shorter. One day I'll have it all, just not in that order. Tell the world that I'm on the way. I promise. When we're back, we gon' celebrate. So raise your glass to them better days. Cause they're coming. I know I'm gone and it's getting late, but I'll be there, baby, save the day.
little birdie told me you needed help.
You're the crew that's been sticking it to Albion. Can't believe someone else is. Thought I was alone, right? Not doing much, just putting the word out. But you? Taking action, mate.
Someone has to, don't they? Anyway, what have you got for us?
Almost got clip finding this. All of Albion's operational data for the entire city. Convoy routes, surveillance targets, assets. It's all there. Thinking you can make good use of that.
You'll get no argument from me.
Here's a sample. Albion's closed King's Cross to the public, right? But what people don't know is that they're using it as their logistics centre. Materials, troops, whatever. A lot of it runs through there. You want to give the people a huge boost? Hit that place. Put it out of commission, and you'll severely hamstring Albion's operations here in Camden. Hell, everywhere.
Then that's our move.
This song goes out to my Princess Peaches. Y'all know who you are. Yo, 1 year later, more better and more clever. Love for games is like diamonds, go on forever. Skipping and hopping it, my knowledge going and dropping it. It auto shift my soul, so I will never be stopping it. I slow it down so y'all can hear me turtle beaches. Dedicating this song to the game, the girls on Princess Peaches. The girls with all the features, who's smarter than all the teachers. Give me a fever, she a pro. We can create some gifted creatures. I love all you ladies, and I want my second player. In which planer will I find a girl who kills and teeth slayer? That won't give me snake eyes if I'm holding eyes. I hold the tempo down with the wrong day. Golden eye. Calling all my ladies who like to rock the cosplay. We can take it back to my place and have a little soiree. Party, partake a little gaming and get and gone, girl. You know we do, it's all like talk. About to sing it to you girls now. To all my nerds and ladies, I gotta say one thing. Your girls will be so fine. Throw the TV on. About your controller, it must be a sign. Yo, to all my nerds and ladies, I gotta say one thing. Your girls will be so fine. Throw that TV on. About your controller, it must be a sign. Listen here now, my first crush, it gotta be the pink one. Amy Jo Johnson, what you think, son? I was 5 years old when I saw that midsection. If it existed, I probably would've had a kid erection. Holla at these girls, but there ain't nothing to feel. They can be relaying a peace graph, cause I always be their hero. She watch me when I rise, and she catch me when I fall. When I die, she don't stall. She knows she gotta gather Dragon Balls. Either way, you know you got me. Lightning like Final Fantasy 13, girl, you really shocked me. Then she cast a cue, I have to keep her. She got the key to lock my heart deeper. And if I bow, I hope she misses geek. I love these girls so much, I even named my car Princess Peach. I'll be her memory card, so I always save her. The more we're in, we can go roll together sooner later. To all my nerds and ladies.
Albion's operational plans are just what we needed to really get some traction. We'll have to take a close look at this. Now, how do we take King's Cross offline?
Albion's housed a massive... Getting to that generator ain't gonna be easy. They've locked it up tighter since I last saw.
Suggestions?
My news drones are still in here. They should be functional. You can use one of them. Probably have better luck piloting it too, yeah?
Well, causing a power surge in a hybrid-powered generator isn't like making a toasty. We're going to need detailed specifications.
Suppose we should check it out. Check this out.
Cool, looks bloody complicated. Notice he's got a pretty functional camera. Would a picture do you, Bagley?
It would indeed. According to this, there's an override code that'll get us into the generator's system. the code on the generator and I can trigger a power surge.
There should be enough to take King's Cross offline, and the rail system too. Here we go.
We got a gold mine of information out of St. Pancras. Albion convoys, informants, gear, you name it. Everything we need to ignite the people of London, like we did in Camden. Derail Albion's operations and give the people a reason to rise up, borough by borough. The more we do that, the more we'll get allies flocking to the cause. We'll show London that DedSec is here for them.
That was off the chain, mate. I knew DedSec weren't the bad guys Albion was saying. Now the rest of Camden will too. Thanks.
Thanks.
Now that you've shown the borough what DedSec is really all about, there are going to be folks wanting to join up. A lot of people have been looking for a way to fight back. In fact, there's one in particular I suspect will contact you very soon. I happen to know they're champing at the bit.
At this point, I think we'll take all comers. DedSec needs people. Welcome to DedSec, darling. We are just thrilled to have you. I must say, I'm rather looking forward to the experience. Let's go hunt some baddies. Yeah.
Can I help you? What?
Well, fuck me, you're still alive. I owes have been a tenner. Not only that, but your resistance handiwork just opened up a whole new source of information. So now I spy with my hypothetical eye something interesting at the Ministry of Civic Management.
What is it?
The Signals Intelligence Response Service, or SIRS, or the Earl Grey Gestapo, have developed a surveillance technology called AR Reconstruction. It's the bleeding edge of privacy rights violation, and thus it could be very useful in our attempts to find Zero Day.
Don't see that every day.
time to paint the town.
What's the point of risking your neck out there if you don't get any credit for it? Pay-stubs let the people of London know that DedSec is back, and the increased visibility might even encourage some of them to donate to the cause.
Museum quality, I'd say.
Find them! Tear the place apart if you have to! Stop it!
She's gone. Patch it in.
This area is being recorded for GBE. Use protection. Local British broadcasting. Britain's first.
All right, I'm here.
In theory, the AR reconstruction should allow me to use various sources of surveillance data to rebuild past events. Access a data relay, and I can scrape all the metadata for this area.
Search.
All's well here. What's next?
We're empty-handed. Time to get back.
What the fuck was that?
That's it. Now, let's take this autocratic wet dream for a test drive.
CTOS AR. Data reconstruction in progress.
Okay, this is actually getting a bit creepy.
You're right. We definitely need this extremely cool thing I want for investigating Zero Day. Shit, for some reason I can't clone it to our servers. All right, access the network here and let's see if we can't find out where to nick one. That's the CTOS up there. Aha! The SIRS has deployed this technology at their HQ, and I've just nabbed their manual on how to set up the system. Now, Scarpa, you can't steal their toy if they throw you in the gulag.
So, Bagley, how do we get our hands on this AR reconstruction tech?
The program is hosted on a server that's on the roof of SIRS HQ. All you have to do is grab the whole thing, then take it to a few high-density locations so I could recalibrate it to the DedSec network and clone my own version.
What, take the physical server off the roof? How exactly do you expect me to manage that?
We need to find someone with access to a cargo or construction drone that can fly it off of there. Perfect opportunity to recruit a heavy lifter to the cause, I'd say.
All right, so where do I find this heavy lifter?
Well, let's put our thinking caps on, shall we? Now, who in London would have access to a construction drone? Could it be a construction worker?
Obviously. Thank you, Bellend.
Not so hard, was it? There's an active construction yard nearby. I dare say you'll probably be able to find a construction worker to recruit there. Here's the coordinates.